A lot of people discussed on the forums about how long it takes to do a primer system change in the 1050. So I decided to do a video to show what it actually entails in terms of that changeover. Take a look. So the first thing I do is remove the tool head on the 1050. Next, I remove the early warning system and the knurled cap. Then, remove the primer magazine and replace it with the new one. Now, remove the show plate lock nut by loosening the 4 locator tab screws. Next, slide the bracket assembly up and out of the way. Retighten the lever arm bracket screw to hold in place. Rotate the primer slide stop 90 degrees. This will allow you to remove and replace the primer slide. Remove the bushing, spring, and punch and replace them with the parts for your new primer size. Now adjust your new punch so that it is flush with the bushing by turning the set screw up or down. You can use the slide for a guide. Slide it back and forth over the bushing to check your adjustments. If you plan on working with military brass, this is the time for you to switch your swager. Begin by removing the swage cover. Next, remove the hitch pin and slide out the clevis pin. Remove the operating handle, rotate the swage connecting rod a half turn, and remove it. This will allow you access to the swager. Next, rotate the primer slide stop back into place and tighten it. This will keep the primer slide in place. Next, replace the shell plate and tighten the shell plate lock nut. Make sure to tighten the 4 lock ring screws. To return the lever arm bracket assembly to the proper position, loosen the bracket screw, slide the assembly down until it touches the bottom of the primer slide slot in the frame. Back the bracket up about 1/100 of an inch and retighten the bracket screw. And last but not least, reinstall the tool head. In all, it takes me approximately 13 to 15 minutes to change between large and small primer systems, including changing out the swager. Since the Super 1050 is able to produce large quantities of ammo and with very little time used, the time spent on primer changes is insignificant.